Okay, really quick. I haven't seen the following seasons, so their respective cures will not be on here. Also, I didn't want to figure out how to download videos of the transformation sequences, so I'm just gonna put up JPEGs of the cures and yap, because I like yapping. Also, I haven't finished every season on here, and I will be clarifying which ones I have not finished, but I don't think I need to finish all of them if I'm just spitballing opinions for fun. Also, to the Precure fandom, I swear, a lot, unapologetically. Alright, let's go! I cannot stand this bitch. Her entire personality is, look at me, I'm an adult, I have a car and a job, look at how much more mature I am than the rest of my team, I'm such a mother figure, and then proceeding to treat everyone a year younger than her like they're 5. Also, not over her constantly calling Tsubasa boy, him hating it, and then the narrative framing him as the one in the wrong. Just because he's a kid doesn't mean he can't feel infantilized. And stop trying to make your stupid catchphrase a thing. It's not a thing, okay? Okay, full disclosure, I quit Futari wa after episode 16, and I have no intentions on continuing or starting Max Heart. So, take this with a grain of salt. I don't really know how to feel about Nagisa. On one hand, I respect her as the first cure ever and how she's different from the modern wing cures. On the other hand, well, first of all, she has Meppel. Second, I feel like she and Honoka weren't really a duo. Nagisa gets significantly more screen time and Honoka's left feeling like a side character. And since Nagisa gets more screen time, so does Meppel. And on top of that, I don't think she even wants to be here. She's just sort of dragged around against her will. Maybe it's less realistic, but I prefer when magical girls want to be magical girls. Kinda sucks the fun out of it if they're not having fun. I know she's technically not a pink anymore, but I wrote this before Kirkiss showed up and I'm not putting them on here. I think I'm only like 10 episodes into this one. I don't have much of an opinion on her yet. She's cute, and I understand she's really important to the history of Precure. All I really know at this point is she gets with Coco, her teacher, and I'm praying to every equivalent to God in this franchise that it's not explicit until Otana because I really like Coco right now. She's neat. I like that she gets to be sassy and even level-headed sometimes, even if she otherwise doesn't stand out much to me yet. Also, hot take, I like when she sings this song at random moments and changes the words. It's cute and makes me think it's got some kind of story behind it. Ellie, if you're watching this, I'm not sorry. I like Mirai, don't get me wrong, but for some reason, she doesn't stick out to me as much. For both her and Liko, I prefer their relationship over their individual characters. I'm glad she got more attention in Mirai days, though. We love unique lead cures who also happen to be canonically sapphic! I actually really disliked Ichika as a kid. I was annoyed by her constantly butting heads with her father and how she was usually the one to solve the other cure's problems. But as an adult, I realized her dad was the problem and she's literally the protagonist. Or maybe neither person was necessarily in the wrong and I just can't handle watching fictional characters argue because I have childhood trauma that I've yet to resolve. But anyway, also, she's one of the few lead cures who gets angry, and it's taken seriously. She's a Genki girl, but she's also more than that. She has depth. I have seen the lights. Honestly, I don't know either. She's objectively the best protagonist in the series. Her character growth was undeniable. I adore that she is the embodiment of embracing your inner child, and she is literally a pink, whimsical Disney goddamn princess. She should be my favorite character of all time! But there's this little hipster inside my head that's like, she's the most popular character. For you to like her would be unproductive. Like, bitch, what the fuck does that mean? We love generic lead cures who also happen to be neurodivergent and not dating their mentally adult deuteragonist. Hikaru, your voice is perfect just the way it is. I love you and they could never make me hate you. I haven't gotten far in Healin good either, but I remember when Nodoka's bio dropped in 2020 and I was super hyped that we were getting a non-Genki girl lead for the first time since he began in 2011. And now that I'm finally seeing her in action, oh my god, I knew I was gonna love her. This is a cinnamon roll who is finally living a normal life like she's always wanted and loving every second of it. And I know for a fact that she is eventually gonna look at the source of all of her pain and give him the finger, and I am living for it. Okay, I'm gonna be transparent. I haven't actually watched Smile. Um, I watched Glitter Force, and it kind of made me the woman I am today, and is the reason I'm here. And I don't really remember much, but I remember that Emily slash Miyuki was cute, and I liked that she was a pure bean and just made other people feel good to be around her. Can you tell that this part isn't scripted? I don't need a reason, okay? I just think she's neat. Literally all I had on here was I have a nostalgia bias from Glitter Force. And I think my plan was to actually write an entry. And then I didn't.
Puppy.
When I was in high school, Mana was my role model. She was what I aspired to be. Wholly selfless, a kind-hearted person who could be considered a hero. Someone who makes people happy, who can leave a positive impact on someone's life. Maybe change it forever. Where I am now, I feel like I'm a little closer to that. I don't think I want to be exactly like Cure Heart anymore, but I can't forget the impression she left on me as a kid. I don't know if it ruins the moment if I address that I also didn't actually watch DokiDoki and just saw the Glitter Force version of it. Which I'll admit wasn't that good. You don't understand, man! Saki is so important. She is the first pink. She is the first Genki. She is the first to give a shit and be a leader. She is the first to face betrayal and despair and choose to offer unwavering forgiveness and optimism. Nagisa walked so she could run. She ran so Nozomi could kiss a squirrel and steal her credit after Gogo almost doomed the franchise. I swear I'm not salty. Nozomi did nothing wrong. I just couldn't resist the joke. Saki is the Precure ever! But she gives me more orange vibes, you know what I mean? Actually, I started fresh while I was working on this, so, put Peach between Miracle and Blossom, I guess. I don't know.